Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Mary, and today I'm going to show you guys how I get this look with just 3 colors for my face, 1 color for my eyebrows, and 1 color for my eyelids, and then mascara, of course. I use 3 brushes, but I wanted to mostly talk about how for a lot of people, makeup is very challenging. Makeup is just too hard for a lot of people, and I know because I was that person 4 years ago. I mean, I have been wearing makeup since I was, I don't know, 16 years old, and it's always been so confusing. And part of the problem was I didn't want to take a lot of time to learn it. So slowly over time, I learned a couple tips and things, but I still felt like I was barely treading water with makeup, and every time I would see a new product, I wouldn't understand how it worked. I wouldn't understand how to apply it to my face, and it was just very, very complicated, and so I just basically gave up on it. I didn't try to really understand it. And I still wouldn't have tried to understand it if I hadn't found this makeup. This is a palette by SEINT, and this is the same size palette that I found 4 years ago. And I put it on my face. I fell in love. I have a whole story about it in my last video if you want to check that out. But basically, I want to show you how makeup is not too hard if you have it all in one place. It's simplified. All you have to do is just put it in the right places on your face. And it's very, very simplified. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, where to put it, where to apply it, and also how you can customize your own compact for you and what you want as far as makeup. Because some of you may not like to contour. Some of you may not like blush. Some of you may not wear foundation. Some of you may not like eyeshadow, or some of you may not have to do your eyebrows like me. So there is a way to create a compact for anything that you like in anybody, depending on what you want to put on your face and what you don't. So for instance, I'm going to show you what I've got in my compact. These are the things that I put on my face, and this is what I used for my eyebrows, and this is what I used for my eyeshadow. This is my contour. This is what I frame my face with. This is my map. This is what I want to map the rest of my makeup. Now, if you don't want contour, I'll show you what you can do instead, or how you can switch these out to make it your own compact. This is my main foundation highlight color, and I put it everywhere that my contour isn't and everywhere that my blush isn't. So my contour is what mapped my face like this on either side, and then I put this foundation color everywhere else. And something on my nose. I think it was some eyeshadow. I don't think it's gone. This is my lip and cheek color, so yes, I used it for my cheeks, my blush, and I also put it on my lips. That's the color on my lips. Now this is an eyeshadow called Trust. That's what I did my eyebrows with. And then this is called Bubba. That's a Bubba eyeshadow, and I just did a 1 wash eyeshadow on my eyes. Again, just for those of you that like eyeshadow, or if you don't, there's a couple options. So I'm going to show you how you can switch this out. So say for instance, you don't like contour, but you do like to add a little warmth to your face. Well, these colors will pop right out. They're tins, and the compact itself is magnetic. So you just pull the tin out. This is a bronzer color. Say you don't like contour, but you like bronzer. Then you can just put a bronzer when you order your makeup, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. When you order your makeup, then you would just put that bronzer in there. Or say, for instance, you don't like blush, but you feel like you want to brighten more under your eyes more than I did. You like to have kind of a two-tone effect. You like this to be a little bit, just a little bit regular tone, and you want underneath your eyes to be even brighter. Then you would, instead of doing the blush, then you would just get the second highlight color and just pop that in there with the rest of them. Yes, honey? Now say that you don't need to do your eyebrows, you like your eyebrows natural, you have plenty of eyebrows, you don't need to fill them in, and say you don't like eyeshadow, but you do like blush, you just like the face, you want to just do your face. Then you would just put in, I'm going to take these little guys out, and you get a blush. And this is actually kind of how I started out, except for this was a contour color. So you can totally do that. Another option is, say you do like to contour, and you do like foundation, and you do like a brightener, and you do like a blush, but not a bronzer. Then you would just get those 4 colors. So now I've got my contour, my main foundation highlight, a concealer brightener color, and a blush. I just want to show you how versatile it is and how much it can change for your face. Of course, your colors are going to be a little bit different than my face, most likely. So you'll want to make sure you get a color match. So if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep watching, and I'll just show you quickly how I did this makeup look and how makeup can be easy and makeup doesn't have to be too hard. Okay, let's do this. All my makeup in one compact and 3 brushes. They are all double-ended, so that makes it easy. And some mascara. Now, if you don't want to do your eyebrows, eliminate that brush. If you don't do eyeshadow, you can get rid of that brush. Now, this is my Trust eyeshadow. I'm going to be putting in my eyebrows, and I'm applying it with that line brush. If you don't need to do your eyebrows or you don't like to use eyeshadow for your eyebrows, then you can go ahead and interchange that with some other product like I showed you before. Next, I'm going to be using this blend brush, and there's a fluffy side and then there's a more tapered side. That's for small areas. And I'm going to be starting with my contour. Now, I start with my contour to map my face. I go in this 3 motion on this side and the E motion on the other side. And I start with my forehead and work my way down on my cheekbone. Now, when you're finding your cheekbone, we all have one. You start from your ear and follow your finger across your cheekbone, and you can find that. And just stick it on the ridge, just below it, or on top, depending on how you like the look. And then on the jawline, you're going on the ridge as well. So you don't want to go above the jawline right there or below it too low. You want to go right along the ridge so it just looks like a natural shadow. So now that I've created a map, I can now apply that foundation highlight in all of the other areas. It just gives me a guideline on where to put that next color, and I did put those colors in order in my compact just to make it simpler so that when you create your own makeup routine, or if makeup's too hard for you, then you'll know exactly what to do first and where to start and then what to do next, etc. So now I'm applying that foundation highlight in all of the other areas. I'm doing a super, super light layer, so I'm using the fluffy side of the brush and just feathering that color on the areas. As far as like the blemish areas, I use this tapered end and I work on the blemish areas with that, as well as around my eyes. So I'm using that same color and I'm just targeting some of the discoloration on my under eye. If you prefer a lighter under eye, you can definitely add a lighter color in your compact, depending on which compact you decide to get. Now you can see the difference between the two. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the forehead, and I did the other side already, and I'm just applying that product, a little bit of extra product on like the red areas where I had those blemishes, and then I'm just blending it out and blending it up into my contour. The next thing in order is the blush. This is a blush called Candy. It's got a little bit of, it's a gloss, so it kind of acts like an illuminator. And then I also use that same lip and cheek color, is what we call it, on my lips, obviously. And then the next thing that I will do after that is my eyeshadow. And I'll just be using that one color eyeshadow, Bubba, and I'll just do kind of a wash across my eyelids. And with this, I'm using the eyeshadow brush. It's actually got the fluffy side, and then it's got a tapered side, a more pointed side for smudging colors on. And then some mascara, and voila. That's the final look, all with 3 colors, an eyeshadow and some eyebrow color. Now I'm going to go in and show you how to build your own palette. This is the SEINT makeup site. You're going to scroll the top menu and go to Palette Builder. And then when you get there, you'll see the different palette size options. You got a palette 4, a palette 8, a palette 12, and a palette 18. That's how many tins can fit inside there. We will be building a palette 4, and then you can go in and pick your design for this palette. Now, each palette size may have some different designs, so you can just go ahead and select that. And then first you're going to go ahead and select whichever highlight color, foundation color that you want, if that's what you choose to get. For this option, I'm choosing 2 different highlight colors, and then I'm going to select a contour here, the olive contour, and you can see it build up as we go here. And then the next, I'm going to pick a lip and cheek color, which I decided to go with the La Cienega. And again, this is one of the candy, excuse me. And then this is one of the options that you can have. Now I'll go ahead and eliminate some of these options. I'll take away the extra highlight and I'll take away the contour and show you how you can build that a little bit differently as well. Everything that you want to build, you can build right here. And then at the end, I'll show you how you add it to the cart so that you can just go and purchase from there. So there, I've eliminated those 2. Now say I want to get a bronzer instead of a contour, I'm going to go add that bronzer. And then instead of that other highlight, I'm going to pick some eyeshadows. I want some eyeshadows to choose from. So I'm going to put 2 eyeshadows in there because they're half-size tins. So I can put 2 in the one full-size tin area, as you'll see right here. So these are just some different options. If you want to eliminate the eyeshadow, then you can go ahead and add, say for instance, your an illuminator, like something that will highlight the high points of your face. You can do that as well. So once you figure out your compact, then you're going to go down to the bottom where it says add items to bag. Click on that. You'll see your little bag up top on the top right, and you'll see it's full. You'll click on that, and then you can go to checkout from that point, and it's that easy, guys. So guys, that is how easy the makeup can be. Makeup does not have to be too hard, and the only reason why I was ever able to figure makeup out was because of this makeup and because of this makeup system, because all of my makeup is in one place. I want to note that if you want to do more than this, and say you really like to go full board with your face makeup, but you want a simpler routine, then you can always upgrade to the larger size compacts that we have. This one is actually a 3-tiered compact. It's got 3 tiers. I mean, you can go as like simple or as intricate as you want to, but either way, makeup is simpler because it's all in one place. It's beautiful. It's a game changer, you guys. If you have any questions, please ask them below and I'd be happy to answer them. And as always, I will see you guys next week. And thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that you guys are here. And I love creating the content for you guys. It's just one of my favorite things to do. So thank you again, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with anybody you think that could benefit from this or that would like it. Thanks, guys. Bye.